Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The Mitsubishi 2.54D56 engine is a long-standing and widely used diesel engine, particularly prominent in Mitsubishi's light commercial vehicles and SUVs like the L200/Triton pickup and Pajero/Montero. It's part of the Astron family of engines, with its roots going back to the 1980s. Over its production span, it has undergone numerous modifications and upgrades. Review and opinions. The 4056 has a reputation for being a workhorse engine, capable of high mileage if properly maintained. However, it's also known for certain vulnerabilities that can lead to significant issues if neglected or subjected to poor maintenance. Owners often praise its ruggedness and simplicity in earlier mechanical injection versions, while later common rail versions offer better refinement and power. Positive opinions. Many long-term owners vouch for its durability and longevity when given regular, quality servicing. It's often seen as a reliable choice for off-roaders and those needing a robust utility vehicle. Parts availability is generally good due to its widespread use. Negative opinions. The most common criticism revolves around its susceptibility to overheating and cracked cylinder heads, especially in earlier, non-intercooled, or poorly maintained turbocharged versions. This has led to a perception of fragility in some circles, although proper cooling system maintenance is key. Later common rail versions introduced new complexities like injector issues. Advantages. Proven design. Being in production for decades, it's a well-understood engine with a vast knowledge base among mechanics. Robust bottom end. The cast iron block and crank are generally very strong and durable, contributing to its workhorse reputation. Good torque. Provides ample low-end torque, making it suitable for towing and off-road applications, particularly in its target vehicles. Parts availability. Due to its global presence and long production run, spare parts are generally easy to source. Relatively simple. Older versions, early mechanical injection versions, are less complex to diagnose and repair than modern common rail diesels. Interference design. With a caveat, while an interference engine, valves will hit pistons if the timing belt breaks. Its design sometimes allows for sacrificial rocker arms to break instead of causing catastrophic valve or piston damage in some instances of timing belt failure. This is not guaranteed, however. Disadvantages. Overheating and cylinder head issues. This is the most infamous weakness, particularly in earlier generations. Poor cooling system maintenance, sustained high loads, or aftermarket modifications can lead to overheating and, consequently, cracked cylinder heads. Timing belt system. Dual belts. The 4D56 uses two timing belts, one for the camshaft and another for the balance shafts. The balance shaft belt is critical. If it breaks, its debris can get in the main timing belt, causing it to fail and leading to engine damage. This adds complexity and cost to belt changes. EGR and intake clogging. Later versions, like many modern diesels with EGR systems, carbon buildup in the intake manifold and EGR valve can be a problem, leading to reduced performance, rough running, and poor fuel economy. Injector issues. Common rail versions in the common rail D variants, e.g., for D56HP, fuel injector problems, leaks, clogging, poor atomization are common, leading to black smoke, knocking, misfires, and poor fuel economy. Valve clearance adjustment. The engine requires manual valve clearance adjustment, no hydraulic lifters, which is often overlooked in service and can lead to noisy operation and reduced performance. Power output. Older, non-intercooled versions can feel underpowered by modern standards, especially on highways or when fully loaded. Faults and breakdowns. Cracked cylinder head. The most severe and well-known issue, often caused by overheating. Symptoms include coolant loss, white smoke from the exhaust, and engine overheating. Timing belt failure, including balance shaft belt incorrect installation. Neglecting replacement intervals or tensioner issues can lead to belt failure, resulting in bent valves or more extensive engine damage. Injector problems. Later DD versions, leading to rough idling, black smoke, knocking, misfires, poor fuel economy, and strong exhaust smells. EGR valve and intake manifold clogging. Reduces airflow, causes rough running, and can trigger check engine lights. Turbocharger issues. Common wear item, especially on engines with poor oil maintenance or excessive exhaust gas temperatures. Symptoms include excessive smoke, loss of power, and whining noises. Water pump failure. Can lead to overheating if not replaced when worn. Piston scored bores / melted pistons. In extreme cases of neglect, overheating, or excessive boosting without proper tuning. Fuel consumption. Fuel consumption varies significantly depending on the vehicle, year, variant, turbo / non-turbo, intercooled / non-intercooled, mechanical / common rail, and driving conditions. Older 4D56, non-common rail, typically around 10 to 12 L/100 km, approximate 20 to 24 miles per gallon US / 23 to 28 miles per gallon imperial. For mixed driving in vehicles like the Pajero or L200. Some owners report better on highways, e.g., 12 kilometers per liter or 8.3 L/100 km. Later 4D56 HP, common rail DID, these are more efficient, with figures potentially dropping to 8 to 10 L/100 km, approximate 23.5 to 29.5 miles per gallon US / 28 to 35 miles per gallon imperial. In mixed conditions, especially in lighter L200 models. Factors like vehicle load, driving style, proper maintenance, especially clean injectors and EGR, and tire choice heavily influence real-world consumption. Timing. The Mitsubishi 4D56 engine uses a timing belt system, not a chain. Crucially, it has two timing belts. Camshaft timing belt drives the camshaft. Balance shaft timing belt drives the balance shafts, which are designed to reduce engine vibrations. Replacement interval. Mitsubishi typically recommends replacing the timing belts, both of them, and critically, their tensioners and idlers, every 80,000 kilometers, approximate 50,000 miles. Some sources mention higher intervals for later models, but 80,000 kilometers is a safe and commonly advised interval. Interference engine. The 4D56 is an interference engine. If either timing belt breaks, there is a very high likelihood of valves colliding with pistons, leading to severe engine damage. Bent valves, damaged pistons, broken rocker arms. Balance shaft belt importance. The balance shaft belt is particularly notorious. If it fails, debris can get caught in the main camshaft belt, causing the main belt to jump a tooth or snap, leading to catastrophic engine damage. Some enthusiasts even perform a balance shaft delete to eliminate this risk, though this increases engine vibration. Oil. Type. For the 4D56, especially the older versions, a 15W, 40 or 10W, 40 diesel-specific engine oil, rated for diesel engines, e.g. API-CF or higher, is commonly recommended. For later common rail versions with DPFs, diesel particulate filters, a low SAPS, sulfate dash, phosphorus, sulfur, oil, typically 5W, 30 or 5W, 40 meeting ACSC 3 or C4 specifications, is mandatory to protect the DPF. Always consult the vehicle's owner's manual for the exact recommended viscosity and API/ACA specifications for your specific model year and variant. Capacity. Oil capacity is typically around 6.0 to 6.5 liters, including the filter. Importance of quality oil and intervals. Given the engine's susceptibility to overheating and turbocharger issues, using high-quality oil and adhering to strict oil change intervals, e.g., every 5,000 to 7,500 kilometers or 3 to 5 months for heavy-duty use, or as per manufacturer's manual, is paramount for longevity. Versions. The 4D56 engine has evolved significantly over its lifespan. Early 4D56, non-turbo/turbo, originally naturally aspirated, then turbocharged 4D56T. These were generally 8-valve, SOHC, single overhead camshaft, engines with mechanical fuel injection, indirect or direct. Power output was modest. 4D56T Intercooled later versions included an intercooler for better performance and cooling. Still largely mechanical injection. 4D56DD/4D56HP. Common rail, the most modern iterations, typically 16-valve, DOHC, double overhead camshaft, with common rail direct injection and a variable geometry turbocharger. These engines meet stricter emission standards, e.g., Euro 4, Euro 5, and offer significantly more power, e.g., 136 horsepower to 178 horsepower, and better fuel economy than their predecessors. Examples include the 4D56 HP high power. History. Early days, 1980s, the 4D56 engine family originated from Mitsubishi's Astron diesel engine line in the 1980s. It was first introduced as a 2.5-liter diesel for utility vehicles and SUVs. Evolution through the 90s. It gained a turbocharger for D56T and later intercooling, becoming a popular choice for models like the Pajero, Montero, and L200 Triton/Strata, due to its robustness and torque for off-road and commercial use. This era saw it as a workhorse, though its reputation for cracked heads due to overheating began to emerge. Common rail era, 2000s onward. Around the early 2000s, Mitsubishi introduced common rail, direct injection, and DOHC 16-valve cylinder heads, transforming it into the 4D56DD or 4D56HP. This modernization brought increased power, improved fuel efficiency, and cleaner emissions to meet evolving regulations. These versions were predominantly found in the L200/Triton and Pajero Sport Challenger models. Phasing out. While incredibly long-lived, the 4D56 has gradually been replaced by newer Mitsubishi diesel engines, e.g., the 4N15 2.4 L-MIVEC DID and the latest L200/Triton generations that offer further advancements in technology, power, and emissions. However, millions of vehicles worldwide still run on the various iterations of the 4D56, solidifying its place as a significant engine in Mitsubishi's history. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.